Hi guys, this is my first video on this channel. My name is Stephanie and I run hookedonKnots.com. Right now I'm going to show you how to make a bag, and here's one of my samples. It's a drawstring bag. It's very simple. So basically I already have my fabric cut. As I said, it measures 12 tall and the bottom is 11.5 inches wide, so 12 inches this way, 11 this way, and this is the bottom right here. There's a top flap. You want to measure 1 inch down from the edge of your fabric, from the top edge to the bottom right here, and then you basically just want to press that down with an iron. You're basically gonna sew about 1/8 of an inch from the bottom of that flap all the way across. So I'm just going to go ahead and mark that right now. So I line it up, I mark it, I said 1/8 of an inch, so right here, line it up again, mark it right here. And then, oops, running out of space, so I can just move the fabric a little bit. Line it up, mark it. And I'm just using a Crayola marker to mark my fabric because it's washable and it's as good as any marker. And then once you're done marking it, you basically draw a line across, and this helps. Because I'm a beginner at sewing, it helps me sew a straight line, having that visual guide when I'm feeding it through the machine. So, let's see. And then you just draw a line. And I've seen people that don't draw lines. And if you're one of those people, I really admire you for being able to sew a straight line. But as a beginner, I really need that visual guide to help me. So now I got my seam. I'm going to sew along this line I just drew, and then I'm going to do the same quick measurement for the other side. So here I'm just going to sew my seam shut and just keep it aligned with the red dot on the pedal foot. And once I reset my crease for the bottom part of the bag, I just measure out 1/2 inch for the sides, and this is where I'm going to draw the line for my next seam. And as always, I always do the 3 marks so that I can make sure my measurements are true to each other. So now you just sew the 2 new seams, which are the sides of your bag, and this is the last part you have to sew. Once you're done sewing your bag, you want to measure out ribbon twice the width of your bag, and then 1/2 of your bag, and then you cut it. And I basically use a yarn needle because it has the wide opening, and I just thread the ribbon through that. So I'm just sticking it through the hole where the flap was sewed down, and I'm just going through that hole to insert the ribbon and sliding the needle as I go along. And then once I come to the other side, I just go into the next side through the same hole and go all the way across. done, I just tie the ribbon. After measuring out the ends, I just tie the ribbon together. And that's one side. Now I'm going to take my other ribbon that I pre-cut and thread it through my needle. I'm basically just going to start at the opposite side of where I tied my knot and thread it through like I did before. Tie it once I get to the end, and then I will have my bag.